Think for a moment. What if you could wake up each day with the absolute certainty that you are living the purpose God has for you? Imagine the joy, peace, and satisfaction that would bring to your life. Today, I promise we will explore together the paths that can lead you to this profound and transformative discovery. And the final revelation we make will be the most powerful of all, capable of changing your perspective and your life forever. With gratitude and love, I welcome you. May divine light and peace of mind be present in your life. This is the Buddhist and Christian Wisdom Channel, a space where peace of spirit and faith meet. Here we will talk about deep lessons that teach us to find peace and balance in our lives, something that resonates deeply with the Christian message of divine trust. I am Michelle, and I am excited to guide you on this journey of self-discovery. Today's topic is how to discover the purpose God has for you. This is a question that many of us ask ourselves at some point in our lives. What does God want from me? Why am I here? These questions may seem simple, but the answers are profound and often reveal the true essence of who we are. Before we dive deeper, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, and share this video. I promise that surprising revelations will be made, and this content can change the way you see your life and your purpose. Jacobo Greenberg, a renowned scholar of the mind and spirituality, teaches us that understanding our purpose begins with inner connection. He emphasizes the importance of meditation and introspection as tools to hear the voice of God within us. When we allow ourselves to silence the external noise and turn our gaze inward, we find valuable clues about what we are destined to do. Now, I would like you to reflect. How many times have you felt lost or directionless? If so, I invite you to write "lost" in the comments. This interaction is not just a way to connect with others who are on the same journey, but also a step towards the clarity you seek. Let's explore together how the combination of Christian and Buddhist teachings can help us discover our purpose. Both teach us that the practice of prayer and meditation are essential to hearing the voice of God. Prayer, in its essence, is a dialogue with God, a surrender of our fears, longings, and hopes. It is a practice that connects us directly to the divine. When we pray, we are opening ourselves to receive guidance and wisdom. On the other hand, meditation, as taught by the Buddhist tradition, allows us to calm the mind and silence external distractions, creating an inner space where we can hear the voice of God more clearly. These two practices, when united, form a powerful combination that helps us tune into divine purpose. Jacobo Greenberg points out that the human mind is an extraordinary tool, capable of directing us to what really matters. By practicing prayer and meditation, we begin to realize that our mind is not just a receptacle of thoughts, but also a channel through which divine wisdom can flow. When we allow ourselves to enter a state of meditation, we can access answers that are deeply rooted in our being. Have you ever experienced this state of spiritual clarity? If so, write clarity in the comments so we can share these experiences together. Now let's talk about how divine signs can appear in our lives. Often, these signs are subtle, but they have a profound impact. When you are aligned with your purpose, you begin to notice coincidences, people who appear in your life at the right time, or even phrases that resonate deeply with you. These signs are like little clues that God puts in our path to guide us. In the Christian tradition, we find countless examples of people who followed these signs. Think of Moses, who saw the burning bush and was called to a great mission. Or Samuel, who heard the voice of God while at rest. These stories are not just ancient narratives. They teach us to be attentive to divine calls in our own lives. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what are the signs that God has already placed in your life? What experiences or coincidences can you recognize as part of your path? Share your reflections in the comments, writing signs. This will not only enrich our discussion, but also help you value the experiences that have shaped your journey. As we move forward, it is important to remember that discovering our purpose also involves action. Often, we have to take the first step, even when we are not sure of the path ahead. Faith is a crucial component in this process. The Bible teaches us that faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. When we trust in God and take a step towards the unknown, we open the door to new possibilities. Therefore, I want you to commit to action. If you are ready to take this step towards your purpose, write "I'm ready" in the comments. This is a powerful declaration, a commitment to your journey of self-discovery. Before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video so that more people can join us on this quest. In the next part, we will explore how to align your daily actions with your spiritual purpose and how this can bring a significant transformation in your life. If you are ready, write "ready." Aligning your daily actions with your spiritual purpose is a fundamental step in the search for what God wants for us. When we begin to live intentionally, each act becomes an expression of our calling. Imagine waking up every morning with the clear goal of being a reflection of divine love in everything you do. This intention transforms not only your life, but also the lives of the people around you. A powerful way to do this is to incorporate daily practices that nurture your spirit. Set aside time in the morning for prayer and meditation, creating a sacred space where you can connect with God. When you start your day this way, you establish a pattern that helps you stay centered and mindful throughout the day. Have you ever experienced this practice? If so, write "connected" in the comments so we can share this experience. In addition, it is essential to reflect on how your decisions and actions align with your purpose. Ask yourself, am I making choices that bring me closer to who God has called me to be? Every small action we take can be an opportunity to express our purpose. This can include acts of kindness, helping someone in need, or simply being a positive presence in the lives of others. These actions not only help us grow, but also inspire those around us. Jacobo Greenberg teaches us that the intention behind our actions is fundamental. When we act with a clear purpose, our energy aligns with divine intention, creating a powerful synergy that can transform our lives and the lives of the people around us. It is important to remember that living according to our purpose does not mean that we will be exempt from challenges. In fact, often the obstacles we encounter teach us valuable lessons and prepare us for the mission God has entrusted to us. Think of biblical figures like Joseph, who spent years facing difficulties, but whose suffering prepared him for a greater purpose. He not only survived the challenges, but also became a blessing to many. This story reminds us that even in the midst of struggles, God is working in our lives, molding us to fulfill the purpose He has for us. Now, I want you to commit to living intentionally. Over the next week, choose a daily action that brings you closer to your purpose. It can be something simple, like spending time with a friend, doing volunteer work, or simply being more present in your daily life. If you are willing to embark on this journey of intentional action, write "committed" in the comments. As we continue, remember that total surrender to God is the key that unlocks a deeper level of purpose and fulfillment. In the next part, we will explore how this surrender can transform your life and allow you to experience the true abundance that comes from living in the center of God's will. If you are excited to discover this transformation, write "transformation" in the comments. Total surrender to God is one of the most powerful steps we can take on our spiritual journey. When we decide to surrender our lives to Him, we are not only letting go of control, but also placing ourselves in the hands of the Creator, who has a perfect plan for us. Imagine what it would be like to live without the weight of worries and anxieties, knowing that you are being guided by divine love. This is the essence of surrender, and it is an experience that can change everything. The Bible teaches us that surrender is an act of faith. When we look at the lives of biblical characters like Abraham, we see a clear example of total surrender. Abraham did not hesitate to leave his homeland and follow the direction that God gave him, even without knowing where he was going. This willingness to trust in God is something we can all aspire to. By surrendering our fears, doubts, and insecurities to Him, we begin to experience a deep peace that transcends human understanding. Jacobo Greenberg, in his research on spirituality and the mind, emphasizes that when we surrender, we are allowing divine energy to flow through us. This surrender is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength and faith. Often, what prevents us from moving forward in our purpose are our own fears and the need for control. By releasing these ties, we open space for God to work in our lives in extraordinary ways. Now, I want you to reflect. What do you need to surrender to God? What worries or fears are weighing on your heart? If you are willing to leave these burdens in God's hands, write "I surrender" in the comments. This is a powerful commitment and a declaration that you are ready to live a lighter and more purposeful life. It is important to remember that surrender is an ongoing process. Every day, we will have the opportunity to surrender again. As we do, we begin to realize that life is not just about what we can achieve, but about how we can be instruments of the divine will. This leads us to a deeper level of fulfillment, where our actions become reflections of God's love in the world. Let's explore how this surrender can manifest in concrete actions. One way to live this surrender is through service to others. When we dedicate ourselves to helping others, we are not only fulfilling our purpose, but also experiencing the true abundance that comes from giving. The act of serving can be a blessing both for those who receive and for those who give. Have you ever had the experience of helping someone and feeling that in doing so, you were fulfilling a greater calling? If so, write "serve" in the comments. As we continue our journey, remember that God is always present, ready to guide and support you. When you surrender to Him, you are opening yourself to a world of possibilities. Life becomes a journey of discovery, where each day brings new opportunities to grow and draw closer to your divine purpose. Now, I want you to commit to living this surrender daily. Be mindful of your actions, and whenever you feel overwhelmed, remember that you can surrender your worries to God. If you are ready to live this surrender, write "I am ready to serve" in the comments. As we live this surrender and align our actions with divine purpose, we begin to experience a transformation that goes beyond what we can imagine. This transformation is marked by a new perspective on life, where each challenge is seen as an opportunity for growth and each moment becomes a chance to reflect God's love. Imagine waking up every morning with the certainty that your actions are not just daily routines, but expressions of a greater calling. When we dedicate ourselves to living according to this purpose, each interaction, each choice, each thought becomes part of a divine tapestry that God is weaving in our lives. This is the beauty of living in surrender. Life becomes a sacred journey. Jacobo Greenberg emphasizes that this transformation does not happen overnight. It is a process that requires patience, faith, and practice. With each step we take toward our purpose, we become more aware of God's presence in our lives. This awareness helps us better discern what our true passions and talents are, which are often the signs of the purpose God has for us. Now, I want you to reflect on your passions and talents. What do you love to do? What do you do with ease and pleasure? These are valuable clues that can guide you in discovering your purpose. If you have already identified a passion or talent that you want to explore, write "I discovered" in the comments. This will not only strengthen your commitment, but also create a community of support among those who are on the same journey. As we continue, it is vital that we remember the importance of community in our search for purpose. God did not call us to live this journey alone. On the contrary, He placed us in communities so that we can support each other, share experiences, and grow together. The Bible teaches us that where 2 or 3 are gathered in His name, He is present. This divine presence in our interactions strengthens our collective and individual purpose. Seek to connect with people who share similar values and who can support you on your journey. This may include prayer groups, Bible studies, or even friends who are seeking the same path. When we surround ourselves with people who encourage and inspire us, our purpose becomes clearer and easier to pursue. If you are committed to seeking this connection with your community, write "connected" in the comments. This is a declaration that you are willing to open yourself to the support and love that comes from others. As we approach the end of this video, I want you to remember that discovering God's purpose for you is an exciting and ongoing journey. Don't be discouraged if you don't find all the answers immediately. Every step you take, every prayer you make, and every act of surrender you perform brings you closer to what God intends for you. In the next part, we'll explore how to maintain motivation and faith throughout this journey. Together, we'll discover how to overcome challenges and remain steadfast on the path God has laid out for us. If you're ready for this exploration, write "motivated" in the comments. Maintaining motivation and faith throughout the journey of discovering your purpose is crucial for us to move forward, even in the face of challenges we encounter along the way. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's during difficult times that our faith is tested and our determination is truly put to the test. But remember, every challenge can be an opportunity for growth and a chance to reaffirm our commitment to our divine purpose. One of the keys to staying motivated is to cultivate a mindset of gratitude. When we focus on the blessings we already have, instead of focusing on the difficulties, our perspective changes. Gratitude opens our hearts and helps us see God's goodness in our lives. Remember Paul's words in Philippians, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." When we adopt this attitude, we find strength and encouragement to keep moving forward. Practice gratitude daily. It can be as simple as writing down 3 things you are grateful for each morning. This practice not only brightens your day, but also strengthens your connection with the purpose God has for you. If you are willing to start this practice of gratitude, write "grateful" in the comments. This not only reinforces your commitment, but also inspires others to adopt this powerful practice. Another way to stay motivated is to surround yourself with words of encouragement and inspiration. Books, music, and messages that uplift the spirit have a profound impact on our mindset. Seek out resources that nourish your soul and strengthen your faith. The Holy Scriptures are an inexhaustible source of inspiration. You can find encouragement and motivation in passages that speak of God's faithfulness and His promise to guide us on our path. Jacobo Greenberg also emphasizes the importance of maintaining a positive mindset, as this directly influences our energy and our actions. When we focus on what is good and uplifting, we are more likely to act in a way that reflects our divine purpose. Remember that you are a unique creation of God, with special gifts and talents. Never underestimate the impact you can have on the world around you. Sometimes, however, even with gratitude and words of encouragement, we may feel discouraged or unmotivated. This is where community becomes even more vital. Sharing your struggles and victories with friends of faith can offer invaluable support. When you open up about your difficulties, you can receive comfort, prayer, and encouragement from those who care about you. If you have ever experienced finding strength in your community during difficult times, write "strengthened" in the comments. This reinforces the importance of being together, supporting each other on our journeys. As we talk about challenges, it is also important to remember that resilience is a quality we can cultivate. There are times when you may feel tempted to give up or doubt your ability to move forward. It is at these times that we need to remember God's promises and the strength He offers us. He never leaves us alone. He has promised us that He would be with us at all times. When you feel discouraged, look for Bible verses that speak of strength and courage. A powerful passage is Isaiah 41:10, which says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." These words can serve as a comforting reminder that God is always by your side. By remembering these promises, you strengthen yourself and prepare to face the challenges that come your way. Resilience is not just about enduring the storms, it's about learning to dance in the rain. Every challenge you face can be an opportunity to grow in faith and confidence, shaping you to become the person God created you to be. Another way to stay motivated is to set clear and achievable goals that are aligned with your purpose. When you have a goal in mind, it is easier to stay focused and motivated. These goals can be both spiritual and practical, and should serve as milestones along your journey.